but this is Bald Hill here. And of course these maps are nice because it gives the names of the people. Parcels, which were my uncle's. Furman, which only lived there for about 3 to 5 years. Ebon maybe, John Bell, William Green, David Briggs. I'm not sure which Wallen lived there. There were several of the Wallen family, Fish, Gunn, Mettler. I always thought it would be cool to take the house pictures that I've got and I can't think of the term for them.
Transpose.
The light laser shows that they have that they broadcast onto the like Watkins Glen Mall and so on. Ought to be cool to superimpose that on the original house foundation if we could. With all the trees and stuff up there, it'd be kind of useless to do that, but it'd be kind of neat. When we first started doing this project, Bald Hill, of course, is a seasonal road, and it had been garbage dumped on it for years. And we went through and we got permission from the state, and we adopted Bald Hill just like people adopt stretches of highways. But we had to do it through the DEC because it was on state land. First time we cleaned it, we had three pickup truck loads, 5 pickup truck loads, and 3 snowmobile trailer loads of garbage. But the barn for the O'Brien house was right here, and the foundation for the silo is still here. You could see the top of the barn and the silo from my front yard, but all these were open fields. They say that the pictures of the kids that were standing in front of the house here, this was part of Bald Hill that we were looking across, and if you go right up to the edge of that bank, you can see right down to my house. The house foundation is actually in there, but there's a lot of floribunda rows to crawl through to get to it.
Oh yeah.
And unfortunately, some unscrupulous people have came up and stolen rocks out of the foundations, which is actually illegal. A few stones here, but they've been pretty well pushed over. You can see some of the stones up there that were on the approach. The people that gave me the picture of the house said there's another album someplace. Unfortunately, they both passed now, so I probably never will find it. Andrew Taylor, who lived where the Cowles lived, this was his oldest son, Albert Taylor. He and his wife, Sophie, lived here with their one child. This would have been a beautiful spot for a house, and all that was open fields. You must have had a beautiful view down across there. 1934, I've got a diary from Mr. Baker. And he talks about coming up and pouring a new wall underneath the back of the schoolhouse. Ross Courtwright actually quoted in one of the talks we gave on the Bald Hill before we actually wrote the book. And he said that it moves one's soul to put their feet in the footprints that their ancestors left on this earth, and it does. There were 56 or 57 students that were eligible to go to school there of school age, which was between 4 and 21 at that time. Now, many of the older kids didn't go to school. They worked on the farm and so on. But this was the size of the schoolhouse at that time. This was built in 1835.
Okay, so if we're pacing this, this looks like
24 by 24. Can you imagine that many students in here? Now
I've been in classrooms about that size.
this is the girls' outhouse. And it had a door for the girls' outhouse, and the rest of this building was woodshed. Had a door here that went into the woodshed. This door went into the girls' outhouse. There was actually a vent, which was probably underneath the bench in the outhouse, right where that hole in the wall is.
Wow.
Now, again, schoolhouses were required by the state to have a separate boys' outhouse and a separate girls' outhouse. There was a specific number of feet that they had to be apart. If there wasn't room on the lot for them to be that far apart, they had to construct an 8-foot board fence between them. And I've got some paperwork with those specifications on it.
That's kind of fun.
Different times. The boys' outhouse, which again I have a picture of.
I'm going to let you get ahead, and then I'm going to pull this down so it doesn't drop on somebody.
All right. But he's moved one of the foundation stones here recently. But this was the pit for the boys' outhouse. If you look, you can see these rocks underneath for the foundation on the boys' outhouse. Now there's a story in the end of the book about John Cowell, whose outhouse I have down back. He's the last teacher here in 1935-36. There were 4 families still going here, three families. The Burnett's, the Motts, and the Monroes in 1936-37, the last year that the South Bald Hill School operated. John Cowell was a big, tall, muscular guy that was a teacher from, this was a joint school operated that served people from the town of Spencer, Tioga County, and town of Danby, Tompkins County. And so thus the records were sent to both counties. Now, school records for Tompkins County aren't available, so we're told. I think they exist someplace. They're too lazy to go find them. But Tioga County has all the school records, and so we're able to get lists of teachers and students for most years for out here.